Okay, we're in November. I know I didn't get to talk before Halloween. Halloween was a lot of fun. Um, so yeah, before the end of September, I probably already said this in the last vlog. I had to tell my job I can't come back. So yeah, I didn't get all of Halloween off. I had to go back after we were out in town. So it was a little after 9 o'clock. I had to go back and spend the night at Dad's because it was a Friday. So I so Monday I had tried to do a yard sale to try to start bringing in some extra money. Now, the two people that stopped by had said Mondays are like a bad day to do a yard sale. So Sis and I came up with an idea that on our Saturdays that I have part of the morning off, she said we could go to breakfast and then after breakfast come out and set up the yard sale. I got everything set up still, but I put a lot of it away that it's easy to set back up. I got my tables out. It was just nerve-wracking. There was only 3 people that showed up. One was a couple, a Mexican couple. They were very nice. They got a lot of stuff. The first was an old guy, snowbird. He didn't buy anything. He just looked and just wasn't impressed. I know, I don't have a lot of interesting items, but the Mexican couple said we had interesting items. So I made 40 bucks. So that was pretty cool. But they came at like the end time that I set for the yard sale. I had it from like 9:30 to 1 because normally I have to go pick up Boom Doom at 2 from school. So that's why I did it. But everyone was saying that the weekends are better to do the yard sales. You get more people, and yeah, I agree. Now either I could try it on a Tuesday, but I don't know how that would go. But I think we got a new idea. I was nerve-wracking over people knowing my address. I just have a thing about it. But I guess I got over it a bit. I mean, you know, hardly anybody showed up. So the yard sale was interesting. Yeah. But yeah, we're going to try it on the weekends instead because there's more people out. I'd probably get more business, and that's true. We have a lot of interesting stuff. My mom and dad, they've collected a lot of crap over the years. So, yeah. So I did try that. I made my first 40 bucks. I felt really good about that. And as you know, I'm a TikTok shopper. I TikTok shop because, you know, the end of the world is here. So, this was a 3-pack. It's blue, purple, and black. And, they're called Bad Color. They came as a 3-pack. I don't remember how much I got them. I know it was around $10. Came as a 3-pack. I think there was also a lip liner that came with it, but I don't normally go for lip liners. So I thought I'd give these a try. I haven't tried them. They're yeah, like the lip, I don't know if it's a lip stain or a lipstick. But yeah, we'll give that a try. So today, when Sis went to a grocery store to pick up some items for dinner, she was partially attacked in the parking lot while she was trying to make a phone call to her boyfriend. Some guy came up, grabbed her phone, and ran off. But her being a Scorpio, she went after him, tripped him, and got her phone back. No, I don't think she reported anything to the police. She was just all pissed off and partially scared. I would be partially scared that somebody actually came up and tried to steal my fucking phone out of my pocket or out of my hand. It just, so it's happening that the emboldened cult of men from the regime are now attacking in broad daylight here. There's been reports all over the place, but here now. I think it was also because my sister's skinny now. She lost almost 80 pounds. She looks really good. She looks really good. So she'd be more of a target. Where me, I'm still fat. I've only lost about 10 pounds. I'm not going to get attacked. Watch, I say that and it happens. It just, no. No, it won't, because nobody attacks this. So, no, I'm not sad about it. Okay? No. So, I also like to shout out to John Shelton. He's going through a rough patch right now. Mental health is not the greatest in the world right now. My depression has lessened a bit because I am taking this Primal Queen supplements. Granted, it is a bit expensive, but it's working. It's working. I'm going on my 3rd month taking the supplements, and I'm feeling quite a bit better. I'm not as depressed. I still feel some depression because when I take a moment and think about the state of the world and how I feel helpless to help in any way, yeah, I just want to cry. And sometimes I do cry when I'm here in my room here, and I do cry because I keep wondering, like a lot of people do, how the fuck did this happen? How the fuck did this happen? Alright, I'm going to try one of these. I'm going to try this purple one. And we'll try to talk about something else. John Shelton, he has said that vlogging does help. And it does. Because now, with no job paying for my therapy, I have no one I can call to have someone to talk to. I mean, I can always talk to John Shelton. We do chat quite a bit. So it's nice to have someone to talk to. And, yeah. Hang on, let me give this a try. Forgot to do this. You do this if you haven't used it very much. Yeah, or not doing a get ready with me. I just don't have the energy right now. It's late at night and I just needed to get a vlog out because I'm behind on that. I need to talk some things through. Okay. This is the purple. Bad color. I really like it. Looks pretty good. It's not bad. Doesn't have a flavor like the other stuff I get. I haven't been Skyrimming as much. I was on Skyrim earlier. I mainly just, I'm doing side quests. I haven't gotten to any of the main quests. Like, I should be going and talking to Delphine to go to the Thalmor embassy, but I don't really want to. I'm doing all these side quests and side things I'm doing. Like, right now I'm on a mission, on my own mission, to replace the weapons of the guards. Like, I started in Whiterun. I gave a couple of weapons. It's part of your pickpocket ability. I'm trying to raise up my pickpocket. My pickpocket is pretty high, but in Riften today, I just could not. I only had one guard that I was able to give a new weapon to. So I smith up weapons. I don't give them enchanted weapons, but I smith up these weapons. Like I'm at legendary status because I have the full smithing perks, all of them lit up. So which is at 101 points. So I'm not going to get any more smithing points unless I turn the skill into legendary, and I don't want to do that. That's a pain in the ass. It goes back to level number 15, and it takes longer and longer to level up, so fuck it, no. So right now everything I smith goes to legendary status, and so I started in Whiterun. I started giving like better weapons, smithed up weapons to the guards, and then after they accepted them, I would go back a few days later and steal their old weapons, like their regular shitty weapons they have, like the steel sword or the iron sword or imperial sword, you know, the shitty low-level weapons. So I'm on a side mission to do that. Oh, this is a stain. It's not coming off. Okay, that's interesting. So, so I tried to do it in Riften. I only got one, a lady guard. I gave her a dwarven battle axe. It's a big two-handed weapon. And then I tried 3 other guards in Riften. I could not give them any weapons. They kept catching me, pickpocketing them. It's really annoying. So for Halloween, I was Sammy Hain from the movie Trick or Treat. Okay, this is the black. So that's pretty cool. I like the black. Okay, so now I know it's a lip stain. Wasn't paying attention. So the only problem with Sammy Hain's mask is that you could not see clearly through the eye holes. They were very shaded. So the only way I'd be able to walk around is somebody would have to be holding my hand and leading me. It was very hard to see, so I left the mask off, and I just wore his little outfit, which was really cool. So we did something different. We didn't buy anything from the vendors on the street because the food was way too much. Like any dish, like any burgers or even the hot dogs. I was craving a hot dog that night. I don't know why. It's $20. $20 just to start, and then the drinks were like another $10. A drink, $10. Bullshit. So my sister had the good idea that we were near, and then because I hadn't worked in a year, I couldn't walk as far as I usually could up the main street. That's my fault, not enough exercise. I did buy a little mini cycler. It's just for the feet. It's a little pedal thing that keeps track how many minutes, how many calories, how many miles, all that shit. I started doing that, but I can only do it a few minutes at a time because you have to do it. I have to sit in a higher chair than the pedaler. So so I'm trying to get my exercise in. But yeah, so I couldn't walk very far. I couldn't walk all the way up the street this time. It just, my left hip locked up, my lower left back locked up, my left leg locked up. It just, sis had to drag me to where she could sit me down and have me rest a little bit. And then we went into the bar where I had been sitting. So we went in the bar there. To get bar food was more than half the price of a street vendor. So I got my hot dog. I got a Chicago dog. I told them not to put any peppers on it, but they didn't listen. So, I picked the peppers off, and I got my hot dog. I got a basket of fries, and they gave me like a half jug, one of those serving pitchers. It's like a little half one, full of like Pepsi. I didn't ask for a diet, but I asked for Pepsi. I didn't drink it all that night, and Sis was drinking, so I was the driver. Yeah, that meal, dog, fries, and a drink was like, what was it? $17. $17 for that whole thing. More than half off of a street vendor. So I spent time in the bar just as I was dressed. Nobody bothered me, even though there were some men standing at my table. I was sitting, and there was two brothers that were standing at my table. They were just talking. They didn't bother me at all because I'm fat and ugly. And when my sister came by, she was looking pretty good. So yeah, they started trying to hit on her and all that. But I was watching on one of the TVs a horror movie. I don't know what it was. It's something I've never seen before. Couldn't hear anything. Yeah, it was kind of interesting. So yeah, I spent most of my time there at the bar. I was waiting for Sis. She said she wanted to go get a corn dog that was from a street vendor, and amazingly enough, hers only cost $5. But then she came to this bar and she started drinking, so which was okay with me. I didn't care. I got to eat. It was really good. It was really interesting, seeing all the costumes and things. That's what Halloween's really about, is going out, showing off your costume. It's not about candy for me. Showing off your costume, going to see other people's costumes. The creativity is just amazing. And no Bible thumpers thumped my head this year. Probably because I was in the bar more of the time. So Halloween was pretty good. It was really good. I just wish I had the whole night off, but I know that wasn't going to happen. So we're in November. Like I said, I spent most of the last few months trying to set up for me to do yard sales to make some extra money. So now we know it really can't be during the weekdays. We got to do it on the weekends, and we're trying to figure out how to do that, and to get my dad involved too, so he won't feel so lonely. He was very agitated around Halloween, like a couple days before and during Halloween. He was pretty agitated, and I think it's because he was seeing some ghosts and spirits. They were talking to him. He was coming up with the craziest things to say. And our neighbor across the street, they rented a big dumpster because they were doing renovations to their house, and they took down their carport.
This Thanksgiving, you can count on Sis. You get up high quality with our exclusive.
They tore down their carport, which was agitating to my dad because he thought that they would use the dumpster to grab his stuff and throw it in the trash, which that's not what the case was. And yeah, he was just agitated for a few days, and then after Halloween he was just fine, and he's been okay. He is due for a meltdown. He hasn't had one completely yet. He's had some small ones, much like a little child having a temper tantrum, just a minor one. Yeah, I just feel, because I'm only here at my house 2 days a week, I feel things are being done behind my back. I heard, like, Levi was talking about how he wants to take Sis and Boom Doom to go meet some of his family in a town. What is it called? Pine Top, I think he said. In Pine Top during Christmas time. He wanted to show off his fiance and his new soon-to-be son. I was like, what the fuck? Uh, I mean, I don't want to rain on her parade, but they've only been going out for 8 months. It's a little soon to be considering marriage, but she's saying, and we know the state of the world is shit, so you might as well just do what you want and do what makes you happy. I'm just afraid of her being trapped in a marriage she won't be able to get out of because he is a Republican. So, and he has the sick ideas that they have now. And I'm afraid he might be a nice guy, but a switch could flip and he would turn into the biggest monster ever. That's what I'm afraid of. I told her she can't marry him. But then she's like, why? There's no reason not to do anything. And she kind of berated me about having these rules on myself that keeps me from living. But my thoughts on that, my rules for myself, they keep me out of jail, they keep me from murdering people, and they keep me from being a complete monster that I know I could be. That's why I don't do a lot of the things. And it's not that I'm not living. I'm living in small increments because, like I said, I want to stay out of jail. Who wants to spend their older years in court all the fucking time, apologizing for actions they do? No, no. I don't need to go to jail. I mean, as much as I would like to murder some people, it's, no. C.1, I don't want to go to jail. Just, as much as I just want to let loose and be a complete and utter monster, I think we need a purge. We need a purge. That's the only way. It's the only way at this point. We are a powder keg. And the reason why nobody has rose up and rioted like they're wanting us to, it's we don't want martial law called on the country to completely take away our rights. All of it. But maybe it should, because some people don't understand that our rights are being taken away daily. Even those who voted for this, they don't know that their rights are being taken away. They don't see it. Maybe it hasn't affected them yet. It's affecting some, but not all. I think that's why there hasn't been any riots or very hateful protesting. I mean, you know what I mean? Like France. We need to be like France. They swarmed the streets that everything came to a halt. And we haven't done that. I mean, there's been the No Kings protests. It got up to 7 million last month. But, that's still not enough to stop business. Stop everything.
For holidays with that?
It's not enough to scare the government yet. We need to be like France, like swarm. Everything comes to a halt. Traffic can't be. There's no traffic. Nobody can drive anywhere. Traffic is stopped. Businesses are stopped. Government is stopped until it's dealt with the way the people want. We need to do that, and we can't all organize because they got us fighting each other. And I'm just sitting here feeling helpless about the whole thing. Just, Yeah. And I met my former um, supervisor today. Hate the guy, but I was cordial, said hi. He's at a new job. He had a new job before he left the old one, so yeah. So he works for waste management. So yeah, he was trying to tell me he could do some he could pick up some extra items for me since he knows me and blah blah blah. I'm not gonna take him up on his offer, but I was like, okay, yeah, cool. No, I'm not gonna do that. I just he was the last guy I wanted to see. But everything was cool. He seemed cool. Just I left it that way. Even though I wish I could have ripped him a new asshole for the way he treated me. He literally terrorized me for months. Most of 1 year that I worked under him, so yeah. But whatever, I've moved on too, so yeah. Maybe I need to do something to get rid of all this aggression I'm holding in. There was these places you could go to bust things. You pay to bust things, like they give you glass to bust, they give you walls to bust. You know, they give you a sledgehammer or whatever, and you just trash whatever items they have set up in a room. I think I need to do that. I can do that here at my house. There's plenty of things I could just go and bust and trash and get my aggressions out. I think I need to do that. Because I feel angry too. I do. I feel angry, but I just don't have the energy to, I don't have the energy to do anything about it. I want to, but then I don't want to. I really just want to curl up and sleep. That's all I want to do. And cry. So, little things. Just do little things you can do. Like right now, I'm concentrating on doing yard sales. Doing yard sales, selling some of my junk. And the junk I can't get rid of, the plan is to just dump it at Goodwill. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm still TikTok shopping because retail therapy makes me happy. I got some new t-shirts I ordered, which I'm doing it now mainly just to upset Jerry. I'm kind of a bitch that way. I'm passive aggressive. This I want to wear and see what his reaction will be. Disobedient cunt. That's what I'm feeling like. This one is pretty cool. I couldn't say no to this one. Vampire lips. Um, I thought these are the types of things I could wear to bring out my little inner Satanist. I got another one. It's a red and black one. Uh, little baby Baphomet. I was wearing that for a couple of days, and Jerry, I know he was trying not to look at it. I'm a little shit that way. It kind of made me giggle. Yeah. Yeah, that, and I bought these, so these are lip stains. I haven't got any more makeup yet. They now have a Saw palette I'm hoping to get, but right now it's almost $32. And I'm trying to go for Ghostface, but Ghostface is out of stock. And I keep seeing TikToks that they're like, oh, it's back in stock, and when I click on it, it's still out of stock. So I'm like, whatever. um, so I'm going to keep taking this Primal Queen. It is helping. It is helping me quite a bit. I feel quite a bit less depressed. I have a bit more energy. Not a whole lot, but just a bit more. I feel almost back to being good. Almost. Not quite, but I have a little more energy. That's why I got the little pedal machine to get some exercise in. can't get Dad to take a walk with me. He doesn't want to go out and leave the yard. You know, he won't take a walk with me. And the only thing I can get him to walk is like up and down the driveway, make a circle. But then he won't do it for long because he thinks it's stupid. So, yeah. So I got my little pedal machine. I try to pedal a few minutes here and there when I can. I haven't gotten very far. It's a way to start exercising because that's what I need to do. I'm losing this battle. That's just next. I'll work on my weight. I gotta Skyrim a little more. Yeah, not too many things to complain about. It's Dad's condition's just getting a little worse every day. He freaks out now more if Jerry's not there. Yeah. Yeah. Other than that, he's been okay. Yeah. So I'm trying to, when I have a moment during the week, and I come over to check on the animals, give them food and water, let the dogs out to go pee, I try to record a creepypasta. Like, I get one that's like 2 or 3 minutes long, and I record that while I'm waiting for the dogs to do their business outside. And I'm trying to keep on track with that. That's like the best I can do. We're way behind in trying to get a podcast together. It's just life happens. Life gets in the way. With taking care of an Alzheimer patient, you can plan for things, but you also have to plan that the plans get blown up. So I just can do little things, like I come over, record a creepypasta or two, and then take care of the animals, bring everybody back in, make sure their food dishes and water dishes are full, and then I go back. That's like the best I can do. And we have some really good ideas for a podcast. I mean, it's just really good. It's a little more thought-provoking is what we're trying to do. And yeah. So I'm okay for now. I'm upset that my sister got attacked today. Yeah. Things are not the greatest in the world right now. But so there was a woman who did an experiment. She was calling churches to see if they would help like a mother in need. So of course it wasn't a prank, it was just an experiment to expose how Christianity really is today. So she called over 20 churches, and most of them turned her away because she wasn't a member. Like, she pretended to be a mother in need of baby formula, and she even had a recording of a baby crying in the background, and she was asking for help for formula, and most of them said no. They would not help her. Number one, because she was not a member of their church, and number two, other ones were saying they just don't do that at all. The ones that did say they would help her were two black churches, and a mosque. The mosque said, "Come here, we will help you get what you need." Now, aren't churches supposed to be helping people in need? I mean, if the churches actually stepped up, there would be no homeless. That's kind of their job. Now, if they're not going to help the community, they need to start being taxed as businesses, because that's really what they are. They are getting political donations, and they're also giving political donations, but they're getting donations to back politics. So churches, the ones who don't help communities, need to be taxed, and that would be extra money to go and pay for things for the people. Yeah, this is what I'm upset about too, is the churches. Churches are not wanting to help people. I don't remember the Bible ever saying that. Jesus never turned away somebody in need. I mean, granted, I read the Bible. I read it. I treated it like a big storybook. Granted, it was the biggest pornography. I mean, they were fucking here and there because they were thinking about procreation. That's all they were thinking about, having babies. Like the story of Lot and his daughters. They just escaped from Sodom and Gomorrah. It was trashed. It was volcanoed. It was turned to a big pile of ash. And all they thought about, the daughters thought about, was fucking their father to keep their line going, instead of thinking about how to survive until they get their own house. Yeah. Porn. Everywhere, it was a big porn book too. Besides the little stories of, like, Jesus feeding the hungry, Jesus healing sick people, Jesus healing a guy who was possessed by demons when everyone else was just wanting to beat the guy to death. Yeah. In the book, in that Bible, Jesus was always helping people. He never turned anyone away, except those who were doing business in a church. He was pissed at that. I remember that, where he turned over tables and said, "Get out of here and fuck your money." So, yeah. But somehow, these churches who claim to be Christian are turning people in need away. Because they're homeless, they smell, they're disgusting, they don't have jobs. Well, duh, they're having hard times. The church is supposed to help people. That's what a church does. It's about helping the community. That's why they're not being taxed as a business. They need to be taxed like a business. The mega churches need to be taxed as a business because they bring in millions and millions of dollars probably a day. The smaller than mega churches need to be taxed because they still bring in thousands of dollars a day. Small little community churches need to be given money to support programs where they help feed people and give water and give shelter. That's the thing that's pissing me off. They claim to be Christians, but they are doing unchristian things. You know who's doing Christian things right now? Satanists and witches. The Satanic Temple started a new devil's pantry to feed people. And they don't shove religion down anybody's throat. They will answer questions if people ask about it. They will answer questions and give their what they do, like what their religion is. But they don't. That's the abortion clinics they do. They do not. They have church type services that they can give to people if asked, because Satanists are all about consent. They don't force things on people that nobody asks for. If you ask for it, they will provide. Otherwise, they are there to help. The Satanic Temple, of all places. Which Satanists have gotten a bad rep, I will keep saying this, because of the 70s Satanic Panic movies. Satanists are not blood sacrifice people. They do not kill animals. They do not kill people. They do not sacrifice anybody's blood. It's just the movies. They did it to have a force of evil. The temple and the Satanic Church are two different things. They don't believe in Satan as an entity. I think the church does, as an entity of an angel doing good. And I think the Satanic Temple is about living your best life, but not being an asshole to people, not going out and telling people that they're shit and they need to get their shit together. They don't do that. It's all about, they want, if somebody needs help, they will help. If they ask for to know about the church, they will tell them about the church. And right now, the Satanic Temple started a new food pantry called the Devil's Pantry to feed people. And there's also some witches on the East Coast that are gathering to raise money and to gather food items to feed people. Kind of makes me sick that the other churches don't be real Christians and help people. I swear there's more churches than anything in this country, and they could help give homes to the homeless. Those mega churches have the money to build facilities to house the homeless, and they are hooked into all sorts of resources to get people jobs, to help clean people up, to get them new clothes. They have the way to do it. All those churches do have the resources to help people get back on their feet. I mean, this is what's making me sick about Christianity today, is they turn people away who need help. Not all of them. Not all of them. Only it seems like the real small community churches are the ones that are helping people. It makes me sick that now we are the richest country in the fucking world, and we have people starving, and we have people who have no homes, which include children. They're all about children being born, but after they're born, fuck them. But yet they need more workers. How do you get workers if you don't feed, clothe, and house them? This country needs to burn to the ground. I'm hoping that's what's happening. This country needs to burn to the ground. We have gotten... it reminds me of the Tower of Babel. That they felt so superior. Granted, they were building a structure trying to reach God, but in their cockiness and stupidity, they didn't consider building it right to where it wouldn't fall apart. This is what needs to happen. This country needs to burn to the ground because we have gotten so arrogant and so entitled and so superior to people who they think less of. Like, I've seen TikToks and videos of people talking trash about people on food stamps. I had been raised that being on food stamps and any sort of state aid was a bad thing. When I first was on my own and I couldn't afford food, I didn't go and get state aid to be able to get food stamps because my mom was so against it. I literally bought a 10-pound box of milk-bone dog biscuits to eat because it was only $5. And amazingly enough, those biscuits are filling. They were filling. It took me a few days to eat one biscuit because, you know, it's big and it was really tough. But it was filling. I was able to chew on it most of the day and night. I ate that for, I think I did it for a couple of months until I started asking my parents to help feed me. Which a lot of the time before I ever got on food stamps, I would ask my friends and neighbors and my parents to help feed me because I didn't have money for food. And that brings shame in itself. Because you are so bad off, you have to beg people for food. And then now we have millions of people on food stamps that the government is wanting to cut them completely off and let them starve and die. But they're not all able-bodied people. Not every one of them is lazy. They have jobs. They have multiple jobs. A lot of them do. And they still can't have enough money for food because they're spending it all on rent and utilities. and that's not their fault. And then you've got the seniors who are disabled or too mentally incapacitated to work that are on food stamps. They have people, family members who are not working, who are staying and helping them. They're on food stamps. I'm not on food stamps. I just have the medical side because my dad, he has enough money to feed the household, so yeah. But he's mentally incapacitated. He can't have a job. Plus he's 84. So there's a lot of those people, veterans, and he's also a veteran. And what they've done to the veterans, it's disgusting. Yeah. This country needs to crash and burn. And then maybe we can work back to being better people. Yeah. We need a flood. We need a flood or something. Something's coming. I have a feeling something's coming. And I don't know if it's me just having an imagination like I do, but I see Fallout World. Fallout World's been flashing in my head. Usually that kind of imagery is from after World War III. That's probably what's going to do it. World War III will hit us here, where we deserve. We deserve it. Yeah. This country deserves to be destroyed. It deserves it for what it's doing to its own people. Yeah. I'm sorry, but not sorry. That's what I think needs to happen. This country needs to be destroyed. We are too arrogant. We are too entitled. We're too cocky. And we hate our people. We need to be brought down a peg. Or 10. Yeah. Okay, enough doom and gloom. I'm going to Skyrim some more. It's only 9 o'clock at night here. I'm going to Skyrim some more. Well, I also got a shower too, because I have to go back to sitting with Dad this week. So anyway, people, take care of yourself. Take care of your friends and family. Help out if you can, or if you're wanting to. Try to help out. Maybe if there's more people who are wanting to help, maybe we can turn this around. I have serious doubts, but maybe. It takes us to not be selfish. So selfish that we turn people away who need help. We need to stop doing that. If we could turn that around and just start helping each other, we could probably build back up. But right now, we need to be destroyed. So it's time to do a lot of self-care, take care of ourselves. This is what happens when I don't have a therapist to talk to anymore. I'm going to talk doom and gloom for a little bit, because that's how I feel. Go play Skyrim.